All right. What's up? What's good? What's going on? Welcome to the War Zone once again. So, today we're going to talk about this WBO welterweight matchup between Terrence Bud Crawford and Showtime Shawn Porter. Set for November 20th, tomorrow, in Las Vegas, for the WBO Welterweight Championship of the World. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my brief breakdown and prediction on this fight, and I'm also going to go over the betting odds for this fight. So, without further ado, Terrence Crawford is set to defend his welterweight title against the number 2 ranked WBO welterweight contender in Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter is the former 2-time welterweight champion of the world, and he is seen as the biggest challenge in Crawford's career up to this point. Shawn Porter is described as a quantum leap in competition for Terrence Crawford. Now, Terrence Crawford has widely been recognized as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. The only knock against him is that he hasn't truly been tested. So people, once again on November 20th in Las Vegas, every single question the world has about Terrence Crawford's greatness will be answered when the WBO welterweight champion defends his title against 2-time champion Showtime Shawn Porter. So, Terrence Crawford, 37-0, 28 KOs, is the former undisputed junior welterweight champion who moved up to welterweight in an effort to begin his belt collection at 147 pounds. He won the WBO title back in 2018 by punishing Jeff Horn, but he hasn't been able to face one of the other title holders due to boxing politics and a whole bunch of other things that we all know about. However, he has made 4 straight title defenses that have all ended in knockout to stake his claim as one of the best. Now, moving on. People, we're in for a barn burner. We're in for a barn burner. This is going to be a firefight. I don't expect this fight to be nothing less than great, man. It has a chance to be fight of the year. I think these guys are going to go out here and really test each other and really make this an interesting fight, man. Especially with both the styles that both of these fighters have. So, here's my thing. If the boxing world is going to believe that Terrence Crawford can potentially become an undisputed champion in his second weight class, he'll have to beat a man who is arguably the best resume among active welterweights. So, let's just talk about it a little bit, man. So, Shawn Porter, 31-3 with 1 draw, 17 KOs, has faced the likes of Keith Thurman, Errol Spence Jr., Danny Garcia, Yordenis Ugas, Adrian Broner, Kell Brook. He is the former IBF and WBC champion who is looking to get his hands back on the gold after falling short against Spence back in 2019. The only top tier 147-pound fighter he hasn't faced is Terrence Crawford, and we'll find out just how good the WBO champion is, because Porter is definitely set to give him his toughest test to date. What we got to remember is Porter isn't a knockout artist, but he is a physical fighter that is certain to push Crawford to his limits for every second of every round. Errol Spence needed a late knockdown to squeeze out a split decision, and Keith Thurman barely escaped by edging Porter by a single round in their 2016 clash. It's highly unlikely that this will be an easy fight for Terrence Crawford. Instead, I believe we should expect a dogfight that will force Crawford to work out of a difficult spot. You know, if the Shawn Porter comes to fight that I know of, he won't give Crawford any breathing room and will be in his chest from the opening bell. You know, like I said, this fight here, man, is this fight here is one for the ages, man. I mean, if it pans out the way, you know, we believe it's going to pan out, this is going to be a serious showdown, man, between these two. I think it's going to be a chess match, and the better man is going to win. So, once again, man, I'm excited about it. I look forward to it. Here's the thing, man. What Crawford has proven is that his boxing IQ is one of the best in the sport. He's notoriously a slow starter who ramps up the activity once he sees what his opponent has to offer. Crawford also has a habit of finding an opponent's problem areas and exposing them with devastating results. He hasn't gone the distance since a clinical dismantling of Victor Postal in 2016. However, Porter has never been close to being knocked out, despite being in the ring with big punchers, Spence, Thurman, Garcia. He's just not known as a finisher. You know, therefore, that's why it'll likely see the judges' scorecards, which can end up being trouble for Crawford if he doesn't figure out how to turn Porter's aggression against him sooner rather than later. I truly believe, man, that Crawford is going to have to sting Porter early and find ways to land clean punches in hopes that he's able to back Porter off at some point. Otherwise, we're going to have several nip and tuck rounds where judges will have difficult time separating Crawford's precision from Porter's aggression. There are going to be some dicey moments in this fight as Porter will use his intelligent aggression to work his way inside and try to negate Crawford's reach and rough him up. But Crawford is an exceptional fighter and a brilliant counterpuncher with a nasty streak. When he finds his opponent in any kind of danger, he knows how to finish them. I think for me, timing will be the key, and Crawford will weather the early storm to pull away in the championship rounds, finding ways to pick off Porter's advances with clean counterpunching. I won't be surprised if this is a majority or split decision for Crawford. So, therefore, people, I have to go with Terrence Crawford to pull this one off, man. Once again, I just think he's going to be the better chess player in this match. I believe that he can get it done, man, and I believe that if he's going to have to clip Shawn Porter early in this fight, man, to get the respect from Shawn. I don't believe that will stop Shawn from coming forward, but it will keep him honest when he's coming forward. I think he'll come forward with more controlled aggression. However, you don't want to turn this into a boxing match at any point in this fight, because that definitely won't work in Shawn Porter's favor. I think Shawn Porter has to stick to what Shawn Porter does best, and that's to just come straight forward and come straight forward. But once again, like I said, man, this is a chess match, and I just believe that Crawford's going to be the best chess player on November 20th. And I expect Crawford to do what Crawford does best, man. So let's take a look at the betting odds here. So Terrence Crawford is a minus 650 favorite. Sean Porter is a plus 410 underdog. If you call this fight a draw, that's plus 2,300. Okay, so Crawford being a significant favor at minus 650, this means it'll take a wager of $650 to see a profit of $100. Porter is the underdog at plus 410, so a wager of $100 would net you $410. I'm gonna tell you right now, the people are drooling over this, man, over the Sean Porter underdog status, man. People, I bet I can just imagine the money is rolling in for Sean Porter right now. It's a really smart bet to take, man. I mean, you know, if you're trying to really make some money, but you know, if you got big money and you believe in Terrence Crawford, then I believe you could turn your money over. It won't be as much profit, but at the same time, be a smarter bet for people. So let's look at the prop bets. Crawford by TKO is a plus 190. Crawford by decision is a minus 115. Porter by TKO is a plus 950. Porter by decision is a plus 700. I would look at this and I would say, you know what? Porter by decision at a plus 700. That's a good bet. Wow, some people might even go out on a limb and say Crawford by TKO at plus 190, but Crawford by decision is not bad either at minus 115. You know, granted you have enough money to put on that, but at the same time, people, like I said, man, here we are. The day is here. It's going down. Crawford versus Sean Porter. And like I said, people, we're in for a treat, man. Don't blink in this fight, man, because I'm gonna tell you now, right now, man. We all think it may be going one way, man, and it can just flip in an instant. But once again, I got Terrence Crawford winning this fight by decision. I wouldn't be surprised if anybody's gonna get stopped in this fight, man. I believe it would be a Sean Porter, not a Terrence Crawford. But anyway, Terrence Crawford by decision, man. And I appreciate you all for tuning in. Blessings and peace to all. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for notifications. And I'm out.